Division S, ladies! Division S North America. Perfect gems against the Broken Alliance best of 5 series with two teams that find themselves in the middle of the field here in the ranking on Division S. So let's jump straight in. Our first map is Untitled Shrines, and over to the left side, Unaverted on Hanzo, D-Rack on Tyrael, Valamar on Samuro. We have a Pogax, aka Free XP, aka CPX on Jaina, and Legacy on Lulcio. And to the right side of the map, Jet on Reyna, Shredded on Malfurion, Cubico on Johanna, John on Urel, and Mason Blaze on Sylvanas. Okay, so we have Lucio and Samura in the first game, which is already a little bit awkward to say the least, but we are actually getting spared the frontline Uther, the Cho'Gall setup, and Cho'Gall has actually fallen off in an A bit. I said in one of the recent series that he's not getting picked as much anymore as he recently has. So we're heading currently also into the playoffs. This is one of the last few games to be played, and it's actually quite important for both teams. Ooh, early kill here, damn! Tyrael immediately going down, and Legacy even jumping a little bit farther forward in an attempt to set something up for Unaverted. Didn't quite work out for him. Top lane, Urel still fighting off Valamar here, but aggressive start into the game. That's how I like it. Yep, little bit of boom and bang right in the middle of the map with a 5-on-5, and off we go. First kill, and let's YOLO. So, let's see what they're actually going to get out of this. Generally speaking, the two teams are pretty much neck and neck in the standings, so it's kind of important to really lock those points in. You want to set yourself up for the playoffs as quickly as you can, and that's what we're going to see both of them try and do here. Oh, 5-man is going, the best of 5 series in general is going to be pretty fun, to say the least. And let's have a little bit of a look. So camp's taken, bottom left, bottom right, and then of course we always have the fight over the final and remaining one. Cubico is already moving in. Are they gonna be able to steal that one away? There's a good chance, actually. There's not enough damage out there. Jaina comes in, but there's the rest of the team coming in too, and they're gonna steal it away, don't they? And they get the kill against Lulcio too. 2-0 in kills, camps stolen, and that is not a good start for the perfect gems. Not so perfect in this game. Level 4 a little bit quicker, therefore, on the side of the Broken Alliance, which grants them the extra talent. So we're currently looking at the Hand of Freedom on level 4. I mean, outside the fact that this is actually the great talent for Urel just in general, I think if you are a North American team and you don't pick anything that is just literally named Freedom, they're probably going to send you to Canada or something. So teams are pretty much forced into it. That's a great push at the bottom, though. I mean, that rotation is something that Perfect Gems didn't react to in time, and thanks to Sylvanas and the camp, this is going to do a lot of damage. They're not breaking through the entire wall, but one tower is taken down, and in addition to it, they get the damage in against the gate and the second tower too, so this is actually a fantastic setup here. And this is going to hurt. This is still hurting. So this is pretty sweet. At this point, we have our shrine also about to be activated in the middle. Lucio's trying to run Jimmy down. Jimmy, of course, on level 1, still with the ace in the hole. And hell yeah, why wouldn't he? Fantastic talent. Buffed even more by Blizzard. Valamar already on the way, Shrine about to activate, and the red team in the lead. And the neat thing for them is that they're close to level 7, at least much closer than Perfect Gems. So no matter how this fight goes, if they just fall back a bit and try soak experience, they should get a talent advantage over their opponent in the battle too. At this point, Irek is just riding his angry cloud, and I would be angry too, because this game is not really going their way. They take the position on the Shrine, but mostly because the red team decided they're going to wait for level 7. Have to tap the fountain first. They have 20 stacks already, which is pretty neat. Also cooldown reduction, of course, for Johanna on level 4. Eternal Retaliation. And let's see her retaliate. Needs to jump straight in here with the level 7 talents, and here we have them, and it's time to shine. Big lead now for the red team, easy control on the Shrine. Blue team falling back already, tapping the fountain, trying to buy themselves a few more seconds to get level 7 too, but it doesn't seem like they can grab the first Punisher. Indeed it is the red team. It is the Broken Alliance that is able to make it happen. Not so broken after all, at least not in game number 1. Now with the crushing blows for Samuro on level 7, we have him in, Swift Retribution for a little bit more auto attack. And yeah, I don't know. the blue team setup seems to really struggle with this. I mean, you can see Sylvanas coming in, disabling the fort, the entire wall is already taken down. There's a level lead that we now have for the Broken Alliance. They take the fort down without any problem whatsoever. And that is a pretty solid start into this game. 2 kills, level lead, structural lead. Now, if they don't go full NA, they should have a really snowbally setup that they could theoretically drive into the mid and late game. Level 10 is obviously always shifting the balance quite a bit. But there's not really a lot of combos or anything that we see on the blue team side where I'm just like, okay, they are going to crush this completely once they hit the level 10 abilities. I don't really think that we're going to see anything on that side. But level 10, on the other hand, for the opponent, that's a little bit different. Since you have a Blessed Shield set up for Malfurion Roots, and also, of course, for Sylvanas to come in with the ult after that, there's a lot that they can actually do with this. But over here, we have top side, still Urel doing her thing. Camp after camp is currently getting claimed by the Broken Alliance. And I don't know, but Perfect Gems, they kind of need to force something before level 10, maybe try and get a kill here. Yes, like this, exactly. They go for Shredded and Malfurion. He gets out, alright. And then they try to turn it around against Tyrael. And he nearly dies. Hanzo's trying to take him down, but here's the push. Since everybody is low on HP already on the blue team side, the red team doesn't really have a lot of problems putting additional damage onto this one. There's the level 10 abilities, which is of course going to make things even more difficult for Perfect Gems. And that should be a destruction of the fort at the bottom of the map. We have Hyperion that they could drop with the next minion wave that now pushes in. You want to wait for that. You want to push with the minions so they can actually fall behind. But honestly, you don't even need the Hyperion here. At this point, Perfect Gems are just moving away. They're saying, okay, screw this. Need to let this one go. Which actually eliminates the fountain too, which is a big deal, because the next objective spawns bot side. So since middle and bottom were both taken out, there's no fountain to tap anymore. Once that the blue team has level 10 and could theoretically fight for this. We have now Hanzo with the arrow. Water elemental, sound barrier of course. Nothing crazy on the side of the blue team. Yeah, but here we go. Rest of the team is already moving top side, trying to do their thing right there. 2 against 0. Johanna is trying to set this up at the side a little bit. A little bit of a weird place here to anchor. Was probably thinking about checking if the opponent's team is going for their own shaman camp. Theirs is already about to be taken, so it's right there. About to lock this one in. Yeah, and off we go. I mean, right now, a big question here is still, what are we going to get with the second objective? Because, I gotta be honest, I think if the blue team misses out on this and isn't able to take it, then they are gonna be in for a painful mid-game. This is the best chance that they have. It's even talents right now. If the red team walks away with another Punisher and Sylvanas, that could really hurt, and it will be a huge deal in terms of experience as well. So you could really snowball it from one objective to another with a talent advantage, and you kind of need to avoid that. Here comes already the Blessed Shield setup. Follow-up is there, and Hanzo goes down. Hanzo eliminated. Hyperion doing a lot of work, and the blue team is just on the run. Perfect Gems with a French defense here, hightailing it out of the shrine fight. And of course, right now the Broken Alliance is looking Gucci. Have everybody consolidate at the top lane, trying to at least get some counter value. Johanna is already making her way over, but as long as Sylvanas can push with the rest of the team, this is going to hurt at the bot lane. I mean, this is definitely going to be a Punisher, and half the team is already moving forward. They're letting the top slide. Blue team has to move back regardless. Urel is on her way towards the top, and they're already trying to take parts of the wall down, and for good reason. With Perfect Gems having their heroes top, that's what they're currently trying to do here. First tower is already about to go down. Urel is still defending the top. Here's level 13 talents. There's another advantage. We have Sylvanas now straight up with the Remorseless already taken. And yes, there's the Punisher bait, but the problem is that the small wall has already been opened up, so they can still follow on the jump and the stun. It's still very early in the game though, so it's unlikely that the keep will fall, but just opening the wall up and also doing a bit of work over here would be enough. Malfurion with the Nature's Cure as Hanzo drops the arrow, and Malf himself is actually a bit on the low end when it comes to HP, so they have to fall back at this point. But the situation as it stands is obviously still fantastic. You have taken some pinpoints off the keep, the wall is open, Urel has pushed the top, it's a bit of lost experience now to perfect gems since they won't be able to recover all of this. Actually, Samuro still gets a fair share, which isn't too bad. Still, fact remains, they're heavily behind in experience right now. Bottom of the map. Here's our little setup. Maze and Glaze and Jett are currently trying to take the next camp. And camp control has been pretty fantastic. We can take a closer look at it, actually. If you look at the mercenary experience, the difference between the two teams is insane. Absolutely insane. As another kill against Lucio. Yeah, the oversized minion goes down. Sanctification is saving Tyrael's ass. Nicely done. But then he jumps out of it. Oh, no! Dude, you had everything you need. Massive trade value opportunity has just been let go. Ah, that was a sad moment. Get juked, baby. Jimmy came in and he juked him out completely. 5 kills against 0, and what a lead into the series for Broken Alliance. Perfect gems with trouble at this point. Holy hell. And thanks to the camp at the bottom, even more pressure now against the catapult. CPX needs to be a little bit more careful. But Lucio, I mean, Lucio is just dying all over the place. How many times have we actually seen him go down now? 3 times? Ah, 2 only. Fair enough. I already had him counted in as 3. 28,000 damage for Sylvanas. We have 26,000 for Hanzo right now. And the heavy invade against Hanzo. At least the attempt. Yeah, that was a bit too optimistic. Blaze shield gets thrown out and it actually misses. Sylvanas can still disable the fort and they can get some pressure in. Lucio comes in. I'm a real boy. Oh, 4-man arrow. And finally the kill against Malfurion. Double kill as Johanna dies too. Nicely done. Lucio still claiming to be a real hero and trying to be useful here, and he actually is adding to it. Chases them down, drops the sound barrier. Look at that. The big chase is in, and that's a 5-man team wipe, baby. Okay, here we go. That's the 6.5 out of 10 moment. Hashtag know your meme. So fort goes down, 5 heroes eliminated, still a double camp in the middle, wreaking havoc and taking the wall down, or at least trying to. But that's a lot of momentum all of a sudden in the hands of Perfect Gems. I mean, it's 5 kills versus 5 now, and they nearly caught up on experience. Steal the opponent's camp away, not a worry in the world, and yeah, off we go. It's a little bit crazy. And again, it honestly started with the red team getting a bit too cocky, moving in for a Hanzo kill, trying to drop the blessed shield, missing that, still diving underneath the fort with the help of Sylvanas and then taking the fight there. So that definitely didn't really help their situation. Now, of course, if they get that kill, it's a different story, but that was a long distance blessed shield attempt that they went for. So yeah, this is gonna hurt a little bit. This fight is again on even standing. Samuro is getting murdered a little bit, has to be very careful. Valamar jumping out. And just in time. Could have ended with a kill against him. But now that the position is taken again by Broken Alliance, the blue team has to fight into it. Then they have the sound barrier. It's back up. Oh, Hanzo gets saved by it, barely. In the back, CPX. He tries to get the kill against Reyna and he actually gets it. Now Jaina is in trouble too. And we have Urel going for it. Ice block being used. Malfurion dead after the Hanzo arrow connects. And Valamar gets out. The blue team, ladies and gentlemen, coming back with a vengeance over here. Damn! They're doing well, and it's going to be the first objective for them. Bit of pressure at the top against the wall, but the red team is ready to defend it and grab some extra XP. But they're behind in kills now. 5 kills against 7. So right off the bat, we have in this particular fight our setup 4 perfect gems. There was always the argument, should they really be in this spot, yes or no, but it's impressive to say the least that they were able to get here anyways. Okay, there's a flank from the side, playing around the holy ground again. Bit of damage by Sylvanas. Mason Blaze is actually getting a lot. Oh my god, unaverted nearly gets killed here. Urel is waiting for the big hop. Doesn't get it. So second fort is down too. There's still a big push at the bottom on the other hand. It's only a single catapult, but still, if that catapult has a bit more time to work through the keep, it could actually hurt them. But of course the main aggression is still here in the middle, where we have the 5 versus 5 together with a bit more Punisher help. This one is definitely going to fall. Rest of the team is slowly falling back too. And down here, the keep is going to take more damage. Someone has to get back and someone has to get back quickly because this is going to be a lot of damage. Honestly, if this continues, the keep might, in theory, I mean, it shouldn't fall, but it's taking way too much damage here. Another catapult hit. CPX takes down, but that keep is suffering. It's about the camps now. Try to take camps, establish a little bit more lane control, push them out as quickly as you can. And honestly, structural position on the map, pretty much identical. 1 fort remaining for each team. Let's have a quick look also at the setup over here. We have 49,000 at this point. And, well, let's actually see what we have with that. Right now, we're looking at 49,000 and 43,000 damage right there. And, well, let's have a little bit of a look in this. Okay, do we have another big fight coming up? Because the blue team seems to be ready to flank in again. So far, they haven't really made a move there just yet. But I guess that is gonna happen in just a moment. Yep, there it is. The trap, the stun, and the blow up. Tyrael dead within a second. Nicely done here. And that gives the red team a bit more control back in this game. They dominated the entire early stage, but then the blue team turned things against them. And now we have this little setup here. So off we go. A chance to take the keep down, and if they follow up with the second kill, they could theoretically even go for the keep on core. So let's have a little bit of a look. Yep, Jaina is down, and that's exactly what they needed. The second kill, the keep eliminated, and an opportunity to go for a game. They don't have level 20, so do they make that play, or do they just fall back for now? They're actually thinking about it, but I think they're just moving back for the time being. So let's have a little bit of look there. Okay, so everybody already starting to move in, and yep, let's have a bit of a look. Top side, fort gets immediately pinged. 7 kills against 7 right now, dead even. Someone has to deal with the catapults over here at least. There's a double catapult right now pushing in, trying to take the wall down, and I'm actually a little bit surprised that nobody defends it. Of course, they're taking the reinforcements now down, but the catapults are still doing some work over here. It's going to take a long time until this is going to be eliminated, so someone has to jump in and take care of it, unless they're willing to let the wall fall. You of course want level 20 with this, and so does the opponent's team, but the middle of the map gets also pushed. It's not only the top lane that's in trouble, so we actually have both at this point getting attacked here. So, another catapult is already on the move. Level 20 any second now. Final stage of the game. Again, a trap attempt by Broken Alliance. Worked wonders against Tyrael earlier, but this time D-Reg is a little bit more careful. It's totally fine here. But Storm Talents any second. Let's have a bit of a look. There we go. Bam. Radiating Faith, having the execute in. On the other side, D-Reg is already sitting tight. Here comes a little push. Level 20 Talents are in. And this could be the last objective. Keep in mind that the bottom is actually gone. It's actually a pretty tricky situation for Perfect Gems, because not only did they lose their keep at the bot lane, but they also didn't take the opponent's fort down, which means there's no catapult spawning for them at all, whereas every single wave for the Broken Alliance includes one now. So that's going to make up for a lot of catapults at the bot lane, if they can prolong the fight. The problem is that Malfurion gets locked down, is in trouble. Here's the Hyperion, they're trying to keep him alive. CPX, Sanctification, and the Sound Barrier saving the blue team for now. But oh boy, is the red team all of a sudden in trouble. Trying to rush away here. They're still having an opportunity to turn this as anybody oversteps, and the fight is still ongoing, with nobody really focusing on the objective just yet. Bot lane, that's where we have the catapults assembling slowly but steadily. Level 20 now for both teams. 70,000 damage at this point against 57,000. The fight still going strong here. And what a battle right now. I mean, the two of them really just going at it. The problem is that now with 2 catapults at the bot lane, getting joined by a third one. The core will be under pressure very soon. We're 18 minutes into the game. It's not quite super Winian territory just yet, but this is definitely going to hurt given a bit of time. And the catapults are already homing in on the core, so the shields are going to fall now. The fight at the top lane is going to absolutely escalate. The more time passes, the more perfect gems have to move back, and they already lose Jaina. Jaina is down. Valamar is in trouble. He's trying to get out, but he's not the only one. Lucio is about to go down, and the core is losing hit points as we speak. There's a triple kill right here. Blue team is yielding the field of battle. Double catapult still shelling away against the core. Bam, down to 52% already, and everybody is just on the chase at this point. They're sniffing out Hanzo. There's no way for him to get out of this one. And that will eventually be a kill. Gets the arrow out, but Unaverted doesn't stand a prayer here. Is starting to move in, but the goat is gonna hop in, and bam! Flattening him like a pancake. The core is open, and that is going to be game. The Broken Alliance dominating the early game. Bit of a scare in the mid game, but towards the end, the fight is theirs, and they take the lead in this best of 5 series at Division S North America. GG, and well played, ladies and gentlemen. Broken Alliance with a 1-0 in the best of 5. Game number 2, ladies. The 1-0 lead for the Broken Alliance. Bit of a hard-fought battle after the initial lead that they had. Now we're on Dragonshire, and on the left side, perfect gems with Unaverted on Reyna in game number 2. D-Rag on Garrosh, and here he is, CPX on Kel'Thas, his favorite hero once again. Time for the Pyroblast, baby. Legacy on the Kayn, and Valamar on the offlane, this time on Malthael. And to the right side of the map, we have Jet on Hanzo, we have John on Yrel, Shredded on Malfurion again, Cubico on Mal'Ganis, and Mason Blaze is playing Medivh. Okay. Yeah, ready for it. Give me the 5 versus 5 brawl. I guess not this time. Jimmy already at the bottom of the map, and the old man with the stick is also right there. Over here, Medivh, of course, cheating as usual, just providing vision right now. And what else do we have? Rotation topside, a bit interrupted as Valamar and John are already going up against each other with that Malthael and Yrel combo. So Yrel for the second time here too. At the bottom of the map, on the other hand, yep, Mal'Ganis is already coming in, putting everybody to sleep. Deckard is already a little bit jealous, and so I was like, well, just wait until I get level 10. But yeah, either way. So both teams have actually decent setups when it comes to the mid game, and we have level 10 abilities in play. Now, of course, ooh, Malfurion goes down. That was a quick one. Okay. Yep. Good old geezer dying over here. That was a quick kill. Seems like the blue team got a little bit angry after the last one. So they're already starting to make their play. We have, at this point, a bit of portal value, as Medivh is, of course, still a bit careful. Needs to be cautious. Needs to get his quest on the baseline completed before he makes any big plays, or any aggressive plays, I should probably say. But it's all about the camps right now. And thanks to the mobility that we have with Medivh, you can always cheat your way through all of this. Medivh, when played correctly, is just an insane asset for a team. You can deny so many setups of your opponent. You can set your own team up for a few kills in the backline. And now that the Shrine's active, we're going to see those fights happen for sure. Top side is going to be interesting, since Malthael against Yrel is an interesting matchup, where Yrel, of course, has the mobility to jump between the Shrine and the lane and secure the experience. But Malthael in a direct battle can definitely hurt her a lot. Lockdown, Medivh already helping out. There's the throw, portal, and he gets out. Nicely done. Fellclaw's giving him the mobility that he needs to get away from this one. And here we go, 1-0, level 4 on both sides. And that's the extra talent coming in with a Hand of Freedom already. Double control on the Shrine, and the Dragonite. Sneaky! They lock it in right away. The attempt to channel the Shrine at the bottom of the map failed. Well, it didn't really fail. They got it in the end, but of course it was a bit too late. So now we have the first Dragonite in the game. And yeah, all of a sudden, they're looking pretty powerful. I mean, again, 2 minutes 30 Dragonite, it's not gonna take the fort down. But it's a great start. You take the wall down, you stay in the Dragonite for the full duration, just using the Fire Breath to take those minions down. Rest of the team can rotate a bit. I'm actually a bit surprised that everybody is sitting in the middle now. They seem very determined to get at least some damage onto the fort and take that fountain down. And I like that they actually want to destroy the fountain here, but then they should also focus their attention a little bit more on it. It's good damage, at least against the fort. Fountain is down 2. Another ass kicking for Mal'Ganis as he's being pushed out. And the flip against Malfurion. Lockdown! And Shredded barely survives. It was a nice combo, but Medivh, of course, as usual, being the linchpin here in the battle. But a nice start. Well done. Considering how they started into the previous game, this is a much better opening now for Perfect Gems over here. So let's see how this is going to work out for them. Down to the bottom of the map, we have the rotation coming from our blue team. Still see Medivh flying around. Fly like an eagle. Level 7, and there's the Sunfire enchantment that CPX usually goes for on level 7. Normally always making those plays. Quite eager and determined to get, of course, a few more globes together. In an ideal world, you want to complete that before level 10 kicks in. Sitting at 14 right now, so another 6 globes short. Spray game is already on point. Yeah, John with the synergy here too has the Genji spray and the mounts. There's both. On level 7. Yeah, just hoppity hop. The hop and spray and the B-step attempt. Damn. Someone is feeling very, very confident here on the top lane. And now that he's being backed up by another camp, that's of course also, to an extent at least, justified. Bottom of the map, an attempt to go for Jimmy. Gets saved by Garrosh with a quick throw here. Garrosh today with a heavy backpack trying to carry his team to victory. Everybody's still riding around. Urel goes down, and that's what you get for B-stepping, bitch. Right there. Spraying, B-stepping, and then all of a sudden Malthael comes in and is just like, nope. And taken down. Nicely done. Okay, so with that, let's see if Urel is still going to be as chipper when she comes back. So far, our little goat was taken down quite quickly. Now the fight at the bottom of the map. That's a 4 versus 3, so if they can lock anybody down, that would be very likely a kill. But thanks to the portals, thanks to the shields, and also Mal'Ganis, they can't make that play. Now, there's of course still a chance that we are looking at another Dragonite in just a second, especially since level 10 is just around the corner. Garrosh is already moving straight up into the middle, and yeah, it's definitely going to be a second objective for them. They are walking away with game number 2 quickly. Another wave already taken down right here, and off we go. Dragonite moving down to the bottom of the map. There's the Pyroblast right now, already waiting for the value, ladies. And down here, our little setup as well, as they're trying to get some damage in. Oh, the shield is already out. That's the cooldown burnt. Pyroblast. Typical Pyroblast value right here, and yeah, they still get, of course, the fort. They were able to just push everybody back. The Dragonite is still alive for another 20 seconds. But yep, here we go. The level 10 abilities giving them the huge advantage to push past the fort, going for the wall, trying to take that down. Wall is already eliminated. The Lulnado is attempting to isolate Mal'Ganis. It could be a kill, but Medivh is cheating as usual. Provides the shield. Ooh, there's the arrow follow-up. Leyline to boot. Damn, son. Can we see a kill? Ah, they don't have the damage there. The Space Goat wasn't ready yet either, so that's also a bit of a problem. And here we go. There's another... close. It was a nice attempt. I mean, you get the portal out, but Deckard Cain was already attempting to seal it as quickly as he could. A bit of portal control, always nice in that instance. So, yeah, they have their little setup right there. Now another camp taken at the bottom of the map. It's still 2 kills against 0, so that's pretty neat. But the question, of course, simply remains, can they fight back a little bit more? They take camps now, so that they make sure that the opponent is not running away with the experience completely. There's still an advantage to Perfect Gems, but it's honestly a bit more of a question of whether or not you can secure an objective for yourself, if Medivh can complete the baseline to be a bit safer on that end. We're still looking at a completed quest for Khaldor, so he has the shield ready whenever he needs it. In addition to that, we have the Tormented Souls on Malthael. Normally we see it only with Ana for the nano boost, not so in this game though. And he is very isolated. Valamar on the run, and he actually could make it out, and he does. Wow. 1 versus 4 gank, and it completely backfires. No chance this time for Medivh to make a play. That's 3 kills against 0 right now. Oh my god. Yep, top lane. John is trying to defend what he can. But with now 3 kills against 0, the blue team has, of course, a lot of momentum. They are really, really confident they can take this one down. And the counter sprays are now coming in, too. It's like, what do you want? Nothing happening here. Inevitable end is in. The fort at the mid lane and the bot lane has already been destroyed. The one at the top is falling, too. 3 kills against 0. Talent advantage for the blue team. Perfect Gems definitely coming into this game with a vengeance. After, on the last map, they got a bit destroyed. With the exception, of course, of that little stretch in the mid-game where they nearly were able to turn the game around. But in this case, at least, it seems like they're eager to equalize the score in this best-of-5 series. Oh, that was unfortunate. That arrow would have hit, but CPX goes down anyways. So that was a little bit of a meme there. Hanzo with a perfect aim. And then Urel comes in and simply pushes the target out of the arrow. Now again, it didn't really matter because they still could kill him, so it's totally fine. But now, of course, the question remains, can they capitalize on that kill and get a Dragonite for themselves? There could be an attempt to get a kill or maybe an interrupt. There's already the flip. The save. Nicely done. The fight at the bottom of the map with the 4 versus 4. Urel is sitting topside. Could go for the objective now, by the way, and is already moving in the middle. Into the middle, as you can see on the minimap. Yeah, CPX is back now, but the Dragonite is going to be chained. Nobody's channeling the ult at the bottom, so we have a DK in for the red team this time. And down here, the fight still going strong. 13 talent advantage was not enough for Perfect Gems to get the kill. But they could at least push them back a little bit. The Dragonite is, of course, still sitting tight here. And is moving... I mean... Oh, Medivh! What? Medivh is... Okay, so I don't understand what's happening here. The Dragonite is going full defense. Medivh died and his quest got reset. Like, what's happening here? What's the Dragonite doing? Why are we having him all the way up at the top? The laner is the most pushed out, and instead of just trying to move through the middle and giving everybody on the opponent's side a bit of an ass kicking. They have even talents now too. Medivh is dead, so he's gone. Dragonite is just wandering around like he's completely lost. He wants to join the Vikings, I think. This is not looking pretty for them whatsoever. What is happening here? Medivh was also completely alone on the map. Like, he had no business there at all. There's the kill against Mal'Ganis. Arrow or no arrow, it doesn't fucking matter anymore. Siege Giants are in. And guys, I don't know what to say, but even with the Dragonite for Broken Alliance, it seems like we might see the first keep fall on the other side. There's a bit of a kick and a punt, but the Dragonite is going to be gone in another 2 seconds. And that keep is going to fall. If they want the keep, they're going to get the keep. Please get the keep. Please! Did he just miss? Okay, there we go. Don't we? Can you please take this down? Are you kidding me? Are you guys kidding me? You had a 5 versus 4 with a 16 talent advantage and you didn't take the keep? Are you joking? Tormented Souls as they're moving in. That could be the kill. And again, no value on the Pyroblast. Medivh with a quick shield, surviving, no problem here. They're still pushing them back. The red team took the fight without a level 16 talent. God knows why. I certainly don't. And now the keep is finally up for grabs. And they are taking it right here. Damn. 7 kills against 1. Here we go. Okay, 26,000 damage for Hanzo. We have 30,000 for Jimmy. And with that talent advantage and a 2-level lead, they have now an easy chance to make a play for the next objective once that it spawns. Until then, there's of course camps to be taken on the map. So yeah, can they grab a few of those? They have an advantage right now, so they actually should push this heavily. To me, it's still a bit, like, baffling. So far, we have honestly not really seen a lot of value out of that Pyroblast. I mean, the first one was funny. The second one that we just saw a moment ago was easily negated by the shield that was being dropped there, so that didn't help them at all. But now we have again the push straight up through the middle from John. They are looking for level 16 talents, of course, themselves. That's what they need, and they need it quickly. 7 kills against 1, 17 against 15. And off we go. There's the fight down at the bottom of the map to try and get this one. I mean, again, they have the talent advantage. Medivh or no Medivh, vision or no vision. This is an easy one for them to grab. And with the Dragon Knight, they still have a chance to go for the next one too. There's a bit of a setup here against Mal'Ganis. But they can't really threaten Malthael. It's more so a question whether or not the blue team has a chance to get a bit more done. The question I have is what they're trying to do at the bottom of the map. The keep is gone. I don't understand this push. Do they really think that they can go core? They have a double camp behind it, but the only reason why you would actually go this aggressively onto the bot lane is because you think that you can go for the core. And considering that there's going to be level 16 talent on the other side for Broken Alliance in just a moment, that should not be possible. Best case scenario is to do some damage here, but they could in theory also have tried to just simply go for an objective here. So let's see if they can actually make this work. There's a 16 talent. Mal'Ganis is getting actually pushed out by the Lulnado a little bit. Alright. There's the Pyroblast again. That's not going to do anything, honestly. Oh, the shield is actually too late. Okay. Yeah, core gets a bit of damage, or the shields are currently getting attacked. But there's the attack. Mal'Ganis goes down. If they kill another hero, they could actually make this. 8 against 1. Bit of a risky play regardless. And off we go. 20 points off the core. Catapults should get wrecked. Nobody focuses them, which I find very fascinating. Everybody ignores the catapults right now, so there's actually mad damage. Finally, they're taken down 55%. Catapults should honestly be the first target. It's the easiest one to eliminate and would have made the play there. But now that the core is down to 30%, this should be an easy grab, right? Few auto attacks in and you are good to go. Malthael is already trying to make the play here. Rest of the team is moving in too. It's a clutch one, but they get it. 1-1 in the best of 5 as we're heading into game number 3. Perfect Gems locking in the victory on Dragonshire. Game number 3, the Perfect Gems going up against the Broken Alliance, and at least in game number 2, the Alliance was indeed broken. It was a pretty good setup there for the boys in blue, so now we have a chance to see if they can maybe walk away with a 2-1 lead in this best of 5. Unaverted this time on Jimmy, we have Direk on Garrosh again. It looks a bit familiar. CPX has shifted from Kalthus to Chromie, Legacy on Deckard Cain, and Valamar on Malthael. I think I've seen this setup before. At least parts of it. On the right side, the Broken Alliance with Jet on Li Ming. We have Mazen Blaze on Lulnara, Cubico on Tyrael, Shredded on Malfurion, and John on Rexa. Okay, let's go. Chromie this time is in the game. So let's see what Chromie can actually do here. She's getting the damage out and is able to poke the opponent low. But of course there's also Lulnara, which is actually interesting because she doesn't really have the biggest hit point pool. If she's at any point locked down and then Chromie connects a combo, it's pretty much lights out for her. But let's see. That's a nice series so far. I mean, it's a bit of a weird setup that we had at some points. Some interesting turns and developments. Yeah, mage battle already. Careful, Chromie. Now 1 minute in, just a second, then we have the items appear on the map, so normally the teams immediately jump on those to get them as quickly as they possibly can. And everybody is already starting to rotate down to the bottom of the map, and so they should. Chromie gets her own level 4, of course, a little bit quicker. Whenever it is already coming. For Chromie, we have the chronic conditions. Some claim that Chromie herself is a chronic condition, and personally I can confirm. Bit of damage at the top. I mean, it's still a little bit of an easy setup. With Rexa now in play, that also means that it's a bit easier to hold the control over the checkpoint later on. Now that we have both teams going for the turret, is of course the healing beacon that both are going to be looking towards. Question is always, does one of the teams really make the play? Do they just check it out and let it slide for objective number 1? Or what exactly is going to happen there? So, for the time being, Tyrael now top side. And I mean, the entire setup that we currently have for them is pretty much hinging on their ability to get some damage in. They have really nice poke with Li Ming. They have, of course, Lunara. Traditionally, on NA, we see Leap on level 10 no matter what. Whereas, especially in Europe, it's a bit more of a situational pick depending on what the opponent plays with. So Thornwood Vines would also be a nice setup for them right here. The 4 abilities give us now, first and foremost, again, Triumvirate here for Li Ming. as we see it so often these days. Also the Hunter-Gatherer for Rexa. And talking Rexa, already coming in right here. Chromie is still firing away. 7 stacks so far. And here's level 4 versus level 4 with a fight for the healing beacon. D-Rec is already getting a little bit low and he gets wrecked. It's in the name, baby. So that's the first kill. Garrosh is down and the healing beacon is taken. That's a good start again for the Broken Alliance here. They walk away with the second item. Haven't used the turret yet either. And they get the kill on top of it, which now grants them nearly a level lead. Now, part of this is, of course, going to be taken back through the top side push, but that's a tower down. And, yeah, blue team is suffering a little bit. Perfect gems, not so perfect anymore. Chromie comes in for a bit more damage and connects quite a few of those. Lunara, on the other hand, is also getting some damage over time. And damn! CPX nearly down, as Liming is also chipping in a bit. But they will have a mad lead over Objective 1. Early level 7 talent is going to help them for sure. And they're already taking the control right here. Moving on to the objective in the mid lane. Trying to get that in. 14 stacks by now for Chromie. Our little Chromester still riding on the dragon. Good damage. Yeah, Thrall, the throw. And Lunara is dead. Chromie gets the kill against Misha. She's pretty happy about that. Yay! Shut up. So now, as the blue team takes over the position for now, our little fake dragon is still firing away against the gate here. Rexa has taken to the bot lane now and is trying to hold the experience there. But even without the level 7 talent, the blue team did fantastic. Now that Calamity is in and we have the Choke and Pollen, still the standard talent on the North American side. There's of course the chance now to fight back into it after claiming the second turret here. When it comes to the level 7 talents for the blue team, bit of a different story. Unstable Compound is now in. The proper greeting, of course, also taken. And they're starting to immediately jump onto the point to finally fight back here. They haven't secured a single point yet. Oh, that could actually be an attempt to take the item. And they have a chance. They actually go for it. And they steal it away. Thanks, boys, for doing all the hard lifting. And that's a second turret right here. Bit of a flip, turret already down, and perfect gems. They're a bit grumpy, and I would be too. If you get the item stolen away like this, I would be angry as well. But now that we have the red team in full control over the checkpoint, the question is just for how long can they hold on to that? Right now, another flip. D-Rec wants Teriel, and I don't really think they can get him. But him already being dropped away from the rest of the team is a bit of a win, driving a wedge between them. It's quite nice here. But damage against Misha again. They're already moving back. 55% against 68. Tap at the fountain to set all of this up. Deck got Kane, the old geezer, is trying to do his thing here. Locking them down as quickly as he can. Nice route from Malfurion. And Chromie still controlling the choke point. Firing away the entire time here. Waddling away in an attempt to zone the opponent out. So far, still a few items available for the Broken Alliance. Could drop the turret at any moment. 99%. It's overtime, baby. Jimmy, careful. Penetrating round. Pushing Misha back. Really needs to. Misha has to be careful now, too. Starting to go straight in again. It's not an impossible situation for Misha just yet, but it would be unbearable, of course, if Rexa would lose the companion here. Now, bear with me for just a second. I think there's still an opportunity for Perfect Gems to push back in. Misha, on the other hand, is shirking around just at the front there. Trying to set this up. Shots fired. Liming looking for a combo connect. Doesn't get it, but they're going again for Rexa. And Misha comes in, barely able to get the stun connected, but manages. And that is Protector number 1, ladies and gentlemen. Off we go. So, there's the jump, there's the hit against the front, and the entire wall is already broken through. Easy peasy. And they're starting to move straight topside in order to take the fountain down. Prepare for objective number 2, ladies. That's what we're looking at here. We have level 10 abilities, and as expected, the Leaping Strike is right here. Okay. So, now that we have the fort about to be taken down too, that's a mad lead. They have level 10, so that gives them a bit more of a push opportunity. But the Perfect Gems are locking in their heroic ability now too. Again, Tormented Souls, the Lulnado is in. And in addition to that, we this time see Rainer's Raiders. Bit of a push through the middle, by the way, as well. So wall is taken down everywhere, and this is a big lead now, structurally speaking, for a Broken Alliance. So they have a big opportunity here, this best of 5, to take the lead if they can lock in the second objective as well. Already, they are leaving the... I mean, at this point, it's just the end of the Protector. As long as they save the old man here, they're totally fine. Birdman is making it out and is trying to escape right there. Alright. So, there's a level 13 talent already for the Chromester. And yes, Gnome speed ahead. The talent name already giving it away. Fake Dragon confirmed. So, with that said, another item could actually be stolen away now too. And I'm not quite sure if they really want to fight this right now. They don't really have a lot of people here. Yeah, here comes Malthael, Tormented Soul, Sleeping Strike. And that could actually be a kill. But Rexa is the first one to die. Chromie takes him down. And both Malthael and the other guy, the red one, Garrosh, yeah, that's his name. Both of them survive. So yeah, good for them. Nicely done here, and a little bit surprising too. Okay, so 2 kills against 2, and a bit of a chance to come back into this right now. Let's have a little bit of a look over here. Second objective is usually fought with level 13 talents. The interesting part is that thanks to the situation and those kills, Perfect Gems have actually taken lead in experience, which is kind of impressive if you think about it. They shouldn't really be in that spot. Nice Nature's Cure here, by the way. That was really a good one. So Lunara, after she gets thrown, can easily jump out, use a bit of a Leaping Strike too. But if you look at the experience setup right now, it's really the minion experience that is the big difference. So the blue team being way more diligent when it comes to locking in the minion waves and getting the experience there, which is why they are ahead, despite the fact that they lost a lot. Wall in the mid lane, top lane, Fountain and Wall both eliminated. So, yeah, both of that taken down right away. But here's a level 13 talents, and, well, Broken Alliance is going to get that in a second as well. It's of course still the fight at the top. Bit of damage from Chromie. She's trying to go for Cubico here. Now with level 13. Giddy up, baby! And Deckard Canes needs this as well. Another 12 stacks, by the way, missing for Rexa to get his extra armor. That would be quite helpful if you could get that quicker. Greater Spell Shield is going to help Lunara a lot in this encounter. Against Chromie in particular, this is going to be great. Even if you get locked down and eat a combo, you're going to be a little bit safer here. But at this point, the shots are still getting fired from the backline. Chromie, looking at the damage output for just a moment, is sitting at 32,000, so she's taking top damage quite easily here. But the Gnome gets locked down for just a moment. A safe attempt by Garrosh again. Nicely done. The old man gets bullied by Bambi, though, but might survive. Yeah, potion, baby. The potion value right here. Bambi's a little bit aggressive today, I gotta say. 13 versus 14 now. Still the fight. Here we go. Lunara with the attempt against Malthael. The aspect of death definitely slightly annoyed here. Not only slowed down, but damage over time also a problem. And as Bambi is hopping to the top, they are attempting to get the first few points on the objective itself. The continuous poke against the front line, Garrosh in particular, is starting to become a nuisance. But here's the setup against the back. Sanctification is already in. A kill attempt against Garrosh. Bumpy jumps in. Oh dear. That's a kill as Lunara locks it in together with Rexa. It could be even a little bit more, but the blue team is trying to fight back and trying to get the counter kill. The problem is that Unaverted is already taking huge damage from the poke. And now it's a 5 versus 4 setup for Broken Alliance as they're trying to go for objective number 2. They won the first Protector and they're eager to lock in the second one too. So at this point, it's item time again. Trying to jump straight onto the healing beacon, and that should be an easy setup for them. But I like that the blue team is attempting to at least get double tower control, double turret control at the bottom, stealing the opponent's camp away. Oh! Chromie, on the other hand, is down. Yeah, well, that's a staggered death right there. That's exactly the kind that you want to avoid. So now that we have Garrosh back on the map, Chromie is dead. Did not go into a timeout and gets punished for it. There's a reason why timeout is pretty awesome. So Chromie dead. That's 4 kills against 2. Both teams looking towards level 16. Top lane is, of course, getting pushed since everybody on the blue team side has rotated down to the bottom of the map to control the turrets. And that is the end of the fort already. Top side. Cubico is still holding on to it, nearly at the 99%. Now keep in mind that the blue team is actually going to get level 16 a bit faster than Perfect Gems, but it doesn't really matter too much because the Protector is already claimed, and usually you would expect them to move down to the bottom of the map eventually to take the fountain down there too. They try to get the kill in against Garrosh again. Combo doesn't connect on the other hand. Couldn't quite make it happen. But a fight on level 16 talents would of course still be quite advantageous for Perfect Gems. Can they pull it off, though? That's the bigger question, because they don't have a lot of time left, and time has passed. 16 on both sides, and that gives us the unfair advantage right there. Also, the worst actor in the world can feign his death again. Nobody ever believed him, but for some reason, it still kind of works. So, with now Tyrael, Malfurion in the Protector, they gotta be careful. They don't have a support at this point. They can still get the damage in at the bottom, and the objective is, of course, to take down that bloody fountain right there. And they're getting close to it. 30 seconds left and 50% on the Protector. They can try and fight for it. Starting to move straight up into the middle. Old man now also with the Horadric staff. Hit him with the stick, baby. Yeah, they're still trying to poke around this, but honestly, the shields are regenerating. The Protector has moved into the middle. They want to go away from Chromia as they can. And the Protector's just saying, at least take down the fort mid lane and destroy a few more structures. That's the least we can do here. Everybody else is still looking for a good angle for the next potential fight. Li Ming with one combo attempt after another. And just looking at the damage output, we have her 22,000. Not really a lot that was connected here. Jimmy is ahead of her. Chromie, top damage in the game. Lulnara at 35,000. Oh, the save again. I mean, Dirac is under constant pressure here, but he has a couple of fantastic saves already. Lulnado is in. There come the Tormented Souls. And Lulnara again jumping through Sanctification. And the kill against Malthael. Lunara is coming in again. Oh, and they all survive thanks to the healing beacon. Nicely done. They want the counter kill and they get it. Chromie is dead again. That's discrimination against little people right here. Let's start a hashtag, baby. But with 6 kills against 2, there's a pretty clear favorite when it comes to team fights. If they would soak, if they would be a little bit more diligent about soaking experience on lanes, they would be so far ahead in XP right now. But as I already highlighted a bit earlier, the big difference between the two teams when it comes to experience soaking is really just the minion XP that we are seeing here. It's like a 3,000 experience lead that we have for them. Another fight right there as they're trying to go for another item. Fountain is down. And again, preparing for the next objective is all about taking down your opponent's fort and fountain if you can on the lane where it will spawn. And objective number 3, bot lane. That's where the fort is destroyed. That's the final fort, by the way, that got eliminated on the blue team side. Meaning the entire outer ring of defense is now gone. Whereas the red team, Broken Alliance, hasn't lost anything just yet. So, yep, there's a big one. Chromie nearly has a level 20. And we have, again, the full focus into the Sandblast. Piercing Sands this time. Quest, of course, has already been completed a while ago. Big fight once again. Garrosh, clutch, kill against Misha. Bambi tries to get a kill too. Here comes Tyrael. Explosion value. Yes! Takes down Malthael, but Chromie fires away and connects with Rexa. Another one down. Yep, an excited dwarf already underway here. But, oh boy. That one, that was a hot one. They nearly got the kill against Dirac too, but the blue team is definitely fighting back into this now. And they have finally a chance to take a couple of structures down too. They're already jumping straight into the middle to take a fort down. They have a bit more momentum now since they got the double kill. And they might have an opportunity to take a few of these forts off the map. Which would be kind of nice, because then you have some catapult pressure of your own, which so far they haven't really gotten. Experience-wise, it's an interesting game though, because we still have both teams on level 19, which is actually pretty nasty here. Rumor has it, by the way, that Chromie's R button is hard stuck. Haven't seen one yet, to be honest. So, yeah. They still have the item advantage though. I mean, double turret already on those two bad boys. Then you have down over here also Garrosh himself with a healing beacon. Giving a bit of time over to the red team. It's all about level 20. It's all about Storm Titan. It's all about which team gets it first. Can they force a fight around it, or how is this going to work out? Here we go. There's a little bit of a hit. Nearly 20 for Perfect Gems right now. Okay. Bit more poke. 4 down. Lunara trying to get experience down there. Needs to be careful. She's venturing out far at this point. If she gets flanked, that could be a problem. But level 20 should be in any second now for both teams. But they still try and at least get another item. They have a huge item lead right now. It's actually a little bit nuts if you think about it. That's 3 turrets that they currently hold. In addition to that, also the healing beacon. But now it's 20 versus 20, and that's a bit of a game changer at this point. Yeah, Lunara is already jumping out. D-Reg is eating a ton of damage. Eats the damage from Chromie too. Garrosh needs to be very careful now. The intensifying toxins here as well. And off we go. Another attempt to zone them out and push them off the point. 12 against 48. And Garrosh about to go down. D-Reg, oh my god, no, they actually save him. Holy shit. And they go for the kill against Tyrael. He gets eliminated. Again, the Sanctification interrupted, but the double kill against Malthael and Deckard Cain as a follow-up. The resets for Li Ming, but she gets taken out too, and Chromie comes in and murders them all. Takes them down one after another, one hit after next. Finally used ult 2. And a 5-man team wipe, ladies and gentlemen. Full elimination of the red team. Top wave also getting pushed heavily. What a fight down here. For a second, it looked like Li Ming could actually change the tides of the battle as she gets the first kill in the reset and looks for the second one, but oh boy. And D-Reg not getting murdered in this fight was actually insane if you think about it. He was so low. It really looked like he was down, but then keeps himself alive. Gets also the healing beacon out, the heals from Deckard Cain himself, and it's all that they need here. So now we are looking at a game where the only one that hasn't died yet is actually Jimmy, unaverted, still firing away with one auto attack after another. They're trying to break through the bottom of the map and prepare for the push with the Protector. Top fort has now been eliminated by the wave that I showed a second ago. And they are about to get that keep now too. Which means that the Protector can go either straight for Koa if they want to go for that move, or they can take another keep down in the middle, which is kinda unlikely. I mean, they're gonna try and make the play for game now. Deckard Cain, by the way, with the perfect gems. I mean, of course. Appropriate. If you already have that team name and play Deckard Cain, then you have to embrace it all. So that's exactly what they do. No endless flask over here. But off we go. Protector starting to jump in. Lunara is trying to chip away at the hit point pool. Slowly, but steadily. Li Ming misses the combo. Protector slowly making its way towards the core. There's the Sanctification. Unaverted. He's about to die. First kill against him. And they get another one. The old man is down as well. Old man gets bullied. Shield is down. Protectors try to get as much damage in as possible, but I don't think that he can actually finish the core with this. Garrosh is of course there too and is doing what he can. Core down to 50%, 40%, 30. Guys, they're trying. Chromie the damage, 20%. Chromie down. Oh, it's at 15%. 15% and they get wiped. 50% and the core is still alive.
Holy shit.
So now the chance to maybe turn it here, but I don't think they have the time to go for the opponent's core. If they take down the keep on the other side, that would already be a win, but Jimmy is going to be back in 14. Here we go. Here comes the attack. The attempt of Broken Alliance to turn this around. The wall is already open. They're going for it. 5 seconds for Deckard Cain. He has the Lunado. He can always push them away, create some space. Jimmy is already on the map. Malthael is back too. They are ready, ladies. They are ready and they want to fight. If they get their hands on the core at any point, if they make the way over there, the game's over. But the keep at the bot lane at least has been eliminated. So here we go. 80,000 damage by now for Chromie. And honestly, a few of these moments that we've seen already, you can really tell that Timeout is a pretty fantastic talent to have. But not in this case. Didn't go for it, and of course suffers the consequences here. Not that she doesn't get any value out of the 13 talent, but a few of those kills I think could have been averted. As it stands, the red team has to guard the bot lane. Continuously. If at any point the blue team shows up at the core, the game's over. So vision control is incredibly important now. You have to have the vision control to ensure that your opponent doesn't sneak onto the core and takes you out. Items are claimed. They're going to be important for the fight in the middle. We have also, of course, the catapult versus catapult setup. Now that both keeps at the bot lane are down. Pushing the lane out would be insane. Unaverted, trying to steal the camp away. And you can really tell that the focus on the red team side is very heavily shifted now towards the bottom of the map. And for very good reason. I mean, you need to play around this as much as you can. Protect the lane, but it always opens up possibilities at the top. Bit of a flank attempt over here. Yeah. Tyrael gets taunted, interrupt on the sanctification, and that's a kill. He tried to go for the sanct, he gets interrupted, Malfurion is down. Guys, this should be game. This should be game. The counter kill against Malthael might turn it, but they don't lock it in. And there's a Chromie attempt against Jet, but it is actually Jimmy who takes her down. Lulnara is dead too, and this is going to be the end of game number 3. Even in North America, if you are 15% on your core and you lose 4 heroes, it's over. B-steps all over the place. Worst actor in the game feigns his death once again. Nobody believes him, so he dies a second later. And already the 2 damage dealers have said, screw this, we're going in, taking this game, taking the lead in the best of 5. They are neck and neck in the standings, and the Perfect Gems, they want to make sure that they are locking in this series to have the advantage in the direct comparison. The core goes down, and Perfect Gems lock in the W in Volskaya Foundry against Broken Alliance. Game number 4, Perfect Gems against the Broken Alliance. Broken Alliance got broken again. It's 2 games in a row now that they lost. Not really the way that they were hoping for the series to go after they took the initial victory on Infernal Shrines. Now, on the other hand, on the left side, Unaverted on Hanzo, D-Rack on Blaze. We currently have Valamar on Malthael, Pogax on Tracer, aka CPX, aka FreePX. Interesting pick, actually. So Tracer for him and Legacy and Malfurion. There's quite a little bit of auto attack on the other side, though. So we have Jet on Liming, we have Mason Blaze on Reyna, Anduin gets played by Shredded, John Knight on Dehaka, and Cubico on Johanna. Could be a little bit nasty for Tracer, to be honest. And I honestly don't really like Blaze as a main tank on this map. Generally speaking, I'm not the biggest fan of Blaze as a main tank, but of course you can always play him, or you can now. Lauba actually talked a lot about this. Ever since they changed the jet propulsion and the way that it acts, it's all of a sudden possible with maybe more reliable stuns to play him in the main tank role. But usually you get to see that on a map like Infernal Shrines, for example. Sometimes on Volskaya Foundry. But this is a bit of a different map there. I like that they at least also have Dehaka on the other side. So everything in general seems to be a little bit more stacked in favor of the red team, thanks to the draft. So we'll see if they can actually force a 5th map out of this, or if the blue team is closing this all out with the 3-1 victory right here. So that's something that we're going to see. And well, let's have a bit of a look at that. Already the Ether Walk on level 1. Fully Ming. Nothing too fancy in terms of level 1 talents outside of that, but I mean, once that we have those auto attacks connecting with Tracer, it will be interesting to see if Free EXP is actually able to get away there, because Tracer needs to really be cautious. There's a lot that can lock her down. Once that the Blessed Shield is in, Cubico has the stun ready for that. In addition to that, we have of course also the Tong on Dehaka, so if he connects the drag, that could be a lot of kill opportunities against Tracer too. Isolation, another option. Especially with Liming coming through with Calamity later on. So that's a big one. But there's a big push bot side now. An attempt to get a few of the structures destroyed. Again, Sky Temple is the map where you want to take as many of the opponent's structures down as you possibly can without using the objective. So if you trade objectives against the opponent, you will come out ahead and eventually take the opponent's core down by simply claiming the temple. That's of course always the idea behind all of this. Level 4 talents now for both teams. Oh, really? Okay, there's a bond-in connector over here, but that level 4 talent choice is ballsy. I mean, CPX is not afraid to put the balls of steel on the table here. That's quite the talent choice, especially considering the opponent's lineup. With the auto attack damage from Jimmy alone, I would be a bit careful with that pick. But okay, so untouchable. Let's see if that's actually going to work out, or if Tracer is going to be touched in this game. Let's see what happens to the cavalry. Unaverted at the top is already getting dropped a bit low. Needs to be very careful if he moves out of the gate, because Li Ming is here and Li Ming wants to kill. Lockdown attempt. Malfurion came in, and here comes the jet propulsion flank attempt. Maze and Blaze juking out everything. The problem is that now the aspect of death is pretty low. He's not the only one, by the way. Everybody on the blue team is starting to take some damage, and the interesting part is this is a 5 versus 4 actually. The Haka is still easily sitting at the bottom of the map, and this is like, yeah, let's just chill, push the lane in, and then I can always either rotate or just burrow towards the top and help the team to fight. But yeah, this will be... I can't wait to see the mid-game with Tracer here. I mean, if he can pull it off, honestly, the confidence is there. The question is the skill as well. If he's able to make that happen with his level 4 talent choice, and the damage output towards the late game is going to be pretty insane. There's a level 7 talent. So now we're going in with, of course, Calamity. There's already the temples taken. A bit of an exchange between mid and top as the blue team focusing on this one. Temple Guardian immediately pushing Hanzo off, and they're like, nope, not happening. But yeah, it's an even exchange there. Hanzo's nearly done with his level 1 quest at this point. We currently are already looking at both teams just exchanging the temples. We have the bot lane with the 2 solo laners doing their thing here, trying to secure the experience. Not a single kill in the game yet. It's a little bit of a slower one. Slight damage here against Unaverted, but he's able to move out of the range of the orb. That's a jet propulsion connect though, but no consequence yet. CPX is trying to come in from the side here and angle a bit more damage in. Talking about damage, he already receives quite a fair amount of it. And they're going for Malfurion again. And yeah, nearly taking him down. Oh, Birdman goes down. Malf is eliminated. Johanna came in with the final hit here. Jet propulsion. Oh, what a kill. Nice. Fantastic setup against Li Ming here. And even with Anduit's attempt to help her and get her back to safety, that didn't work out. That was a great counter kill. Once that Birdman died, it looked like the red team could maybe push even further and deliver a second kill in an ideal world, but nope, not quite. Blaze turns it around, and Tracer is there when she needs to be. He gets the immediate kill in. So yeah, good opening to this. Again, it's game number 4, right? So Perfect Gems with a chance to close out the series. Broken Alliance could fight back again. They have at least the opportunity to pull it off. Down to the bottom of the map. D-Reg is sitting tight now too, pushing the lane out. Team has already taken the Siege Giant camp. Same is happening on the right side, but the invade attempt is there, and it's still on. Nice connect on the bomb, so they get that. And they actually steal it away. Blue team also with a follow-up kill. Damn, son. Now we're talking. They're going for Unaverted. They're trying to take Maze and Blaze down too. So both of the teams hyper-aggressive here in the fight. But the kill goes to Perfect Gems. They get the early level 10. They have the double Siege Giant camp now. And they're starting to walk away with this here. Fantastic lead in this 4th game. And since they already hold the advantage in the series, they're starting to threaten to end the best of 5. Yeah, that's a fort already gone, and that's a massive advantage when we're talking about the structural position on the map. So that's a really good setup for them. I mean, just look at the bottom of the map. There's even more here. They're taking down 1 tower, and as I said previously, every single bit of damage you push onto the opponent's structures counts. It matters. It matters a lot. This objective is likely going to take down the fort now, or at least drop it super low. And Perfect Gems can then claim the fort, and then we're soon gonna talk about keeps here. So Broken Alliance, they need to force some kind of fight here. They're taking their camp at the top first. The Haka can escort that through a little bit more and get some experience before he jumps back down. But the shots are being fired. D-Reg has the temple. Fountain is already down, which in this case, of course, means that you don't even have any sustain anymore on the lane. Fort is about to get annihilated too, and this is starting to become nasty. We have 2 stacks now on Tracer's level 4. As a setup, they're letting this slide for now. The Haka is in it to win it, and they're trying to go for the drag. Oh, the lockdown, light bomb, isolation, and Li Ming with a combo against Malthael. The kill against Tracer. Where did the bad girl touch you? Li Ming comes in and drops Tracer. Reset on the level 4. Yeah, so much for Untouchable. And the red team back to business. Still behind in structures, but at least they were able to take the top fort down because they had the mercenary camp pushed through with a big minion wave. Blue team is now going to lock in all that experience, which is actually a fair chunk, but at the bottom there's a big push happening against the second fort. So all of a sudden they are there again. Okay. 3 kills against 2, and yep, that little double kill. Oh my god, if they get the boss as well, that would be insane. The double kill already allowed them to pretty much get 2 forts, the top and the bottom. If they now get the boss too, that would be insanity, but they have to jump away from it because, yeah, blue team was already double checking what's happening down here. So, yeah, that looks a little bit better right now. That was a really risky play. I like that they just moved away from it. Trying to force that would have probably ended in a disaster for them. Let's take a quick look at the damage output. We have 20,000 for Hanzo, 18,000 for Jimmy. Mr. Rayner, so far sitting in a pretty decent spot. 10k on Malthael and Tracer. Same for Li Ming, by the way. Doesn't have a ton of damage, but she got the kills in, so that's what matters here. There's a level 13 with the inevitable end. So it's time for another arrow maybe. Oh, the lockdown against Unaverted. Not good enough, but well, good enough to drop a lot of damage onto him. Talking about damage, the Haka is receiving a ton of it. Malthael with the last rights. Arrow! And the save from Anduin. Li Ming. The kill against Jimmy. And here's the bomb, but Iron Skin is keeping Jojo alive. Turn around against Malthael. He's down. Kill for a kill now all of a sudden. Li Ming wants the resets. They tap the fountain. They still have a chance here, but what a game. 4 kills against 3. Both of them fighting hard. Top lane also getting attacked now. The camp is still active, at least in a couple of those units. So here we go. Down here, we have another snipe at the Siege Giants. They're not making a play for the boss just yet, but the second Siege Giant camp alone would already help to push the bot lane even further. Top fort saved for now, at least. The one at the bottom is, of course, going to be destroyed. There's no helping that. Those Siege Giants are a bit too nasty. Blessed Shield misses. A CPX zips away. That's unfortunate. That's a big cooldown that just got wasted to attempt and lock Tracer down, which obviously didn't work. Temples are up. Yeah, mid is already getting channeled by the blue team. Bottom is completely ignored, so that's another problem. They really have to fight for this now. The Tormented Souls is also back, so it could be used at any moment. Double Siege Giant camp at the bot lane is, by the way, a big problem for the red team. So if they don't... I mean, they're honestly in a really shitty spot because they have to either go for, like, one of the temples, but they also have to try and defend the bot lane, which isn't going to be easy either. Bomb gets missed against Jimmy. The Siege Giants are starting to go into the bridge, which forces Jimmy down, so he needs to take care of that. Mason blazes in, starts to get the auto attack damage in here. Up to the top, the Haka is getting chased by Malthael a little bit, but as you can see in the middle, the final shots are going to be soaked by perfect gems. And now they can, in theory at least, rotate down to the bottom of the map to contest the second temple. It's a bit of a trap attempt that we are looking at. Yep. Admiral Akbar is all ready, telling everybody to be a bit careful here. But Hanzo, yeah, they see it. But there's still the setup and there's still the kill. You can check it out all day long, but if you actually don't follow up on that, then you're still in trouble. Easy triple kill. Li Ming comes in and it's a triple, baby. Easy peasy. The Haka takes the channel at the bottom of the map, and that was just nuts. It's nice that you double check the bushes, but if you still run into range, then you are gonna be destroyed one way or another. The Blessed Shield set up and then an immediate triple kill with the resets for Li Ming here. Boss is taken right away, and now they have the chance to just move through the map and do an enormous amount of damage, especially to the bottom. Level 16 talents are already in. Bit of aggression in the middle on the other hand, and honestly that could result in a keep taken down. The Haka is the one that moves back, and since the top right camp has also been claimed by Perfect Gems, they stole it away, he will have to take care of it too, which makes this a 4 versus 5 fight once that the blue team is ready to defend with a full team. But yeah, that boss is trying to get the damage in. Hyperion obviously is helping too. This keep is pretty much a goner. The Haka has defended the middle on the right base side. This one should fall, will fall in just a moment. And that is a big lead now for Broken Alliance Gaming. Top side, John Knight is still active, getting the catapult destroyed now too. Blue team is just trying to recover as much as they can. They're behind on kills, they're behind experience, and they have also fallen behind on structures. Catapult pressure at the bot lane is going to be a constant concern from here on out. Camps are taken again. And all of this with just one trap. And you can say about this series what you want, but so far Broken Alliance has been the team that has consistently set up the better traps. They did it on Infernal Shrines, they were attempting to do it on other maps too, and here on Sky Temple it was their ticket back into the game, because up to this point, blue team was massively ahead. This is an interesting one though. Core? Okay, they take the wave down. So we have a double siege giant camp coming in that's pushing a few of the blue team's heroes back. Yeah, don't think that anybody is seriously going to go for a core attempt at this, but still, they're now in a spot where a reaction has been forced out of perfect gems. Allows the Haka to easily defend up at the top, so there's that. And now we have them with Vision Blaze. Okay, they sniff it all out. They're checking again, not running into it this time. Trap is still there, but they could try and come in from behind right now. Vision is obviously ready for Broken Alliance, so they could try and make the play here. But Blaze is already on it. Nobody's moving in yet. Shots are being fired. The Haka is still sitting at the top. There's an experience lead for the red team, but it's not big enough to get level 20 talents, so that's not happening. Now they're moving in straight into the range here. CPX already moving away. Has currently one stack on the Untouchable. And off we go. Malthael jumping in immediately. Arrow, Hanzo, the kill attempt. Li Ming nearly down. And she dies. So does Reyna. Hanzo is eliminated too. 2-for-1 trade in favor of the blue team. And that's another kill against the Broken Alliance. Anduin is dead. Crybaby eliminated, and the rest of the team is just on the run. There's a quick drag to save Johanna, and that worked out, but now the keep in the mid lane is of course wide open. We could see Blaze moving on to the temple down there to get even more damage in. Question is, what are they trying to do here? That was nearly a kill against Johanna. That bomb connect was great, but Iron Skin was up. They're trying to go for the Haka again. Malfury needs to be careful. Jojo is down. And guys, this just could be the end right here. They go for the keep. Can they go for a core? We are 14, 15 minutes in. Li Ming is nearly back. 10 seconds until she's back to business. And with 4 heroes, they're trying to make the play right now. They're going for the core, but it's going to be tricky. We're still pretty early in the game. The minion waves are already spawning, so there's a lot of damage onto the blue team. Li Ming is back, and they are on the run. They didn't even channel the temple at the bottom. The Haka is looking for the dragon, can't find it, and they just have to fall back for now. Pings already frantically at the bottom of the map in an attempt to get that. Keep eliminated on either side. Level 20 talents are nearly in at this point, but oh boy. 32,000 damage, 36,000 for Hanzo. Jimmy and Hanzo super close here on the damage output. Bottom shots still get soaked. How many left? Well, enough to actually damage the keep a little bit. Unlikely that they can take it down, but it's going to do some damage at least. And now it's all about the level 20 talents, of course. Yep, here we go. That's going to drop it a little bit lower. It's not going to be destroyed. Should probably try and take the catapult down, though, to make sure that it doesn't fall. But here's the level 20 talents now. And with that, we have first and foremost weak spot acquired. A little bit more single target focus for them. Anduin also with a Glyph of Faith. That's going to be great for him because these lockdowns were getting nasty, especially with Blaze using a jet propulsion the entire time. Fortified bunker should come out any second. And Hanzo already has the bullseye. And no fortified bunker, instead burn notice. So a little bit more slow, and let's see what they can pull off with this in the next team fight. Because this game is likely going to be decided in one fight. Oh, that's an early Blessed Shield. That is a bit of a weird one. I'm not sure if they can actually lock that down. It was super early in the game. Jojo in trouble, and there's Anduin with the trade, saving her. She was far out. There was pretty much no follow-up. They had the Haka coming in, so they were hoping for the Drag Connect as a follow-up, but it wasn't quite there. So now 7 kills against 8. Again, game 4. This could be it. Camp at the top lane is going to do some damage to the wall, but it's not entirely going to take it down. The fight down here, that's a different story. Jet propulsion against Jojo. They're jumping in again, and they're also trying to go for Jimmy at the same time. Arrow is in, gets soaked completely by the Haka. Malthael jumps in, Tracer nearly annihilated, and they kill Blaze first. And now that, oh my god, Tracer gets taken down too. Getting touched again by Li Ming. Second time now. Yeah, Li Ming definitely seems to have a thing for her. But now Li Ming actually gets killed. What? Hanzo gets the kill. Malthael escapes at the bottom. They're trying to go for Birdman though. And Malfurion gets away. That's honestly insane to me that they were able to save all 3 heroes and even got the counter kill against Li Ming. Given the situation that we're in, I at least expected 1 more kill for the red team, either against Malthael or Malfurion. Both of them survive. But of course the boss is getting attacked now, and it's a 4 versus 3 setup with very few heroics. There's the damage output already, a little bit of a zone out. Light bomb is in, and here we go. This is going to be problematic. If the boss is taken, it's lights out, and Malthael is down, bot is claimed, and now they're trying to go for Malfurion after all, and this should result in a kill against the old geezer. He's down, and that is game, ladies and gentlemen. There's just no way to defend this. 18 minutes in with boss and 4 heroes still in play. Jimmy still has Hyperion too. Can he use it though? Good save from Anduin again. So there's at least the defense with 4 heroes currently. But the kill against Malthael, and all that Jimmy has to do is drop the Hyperion when he gets close enough to the core. The boss is already underway. Tracer is moving in, connects the bomb and gets the kill, but is also incredibly low. Jimmy is still on the run. Great penetrating round, keeping everybody at bay. And here we go. Hyperion is in, and that is sealing the deal in game number 4. We're going to see a 5th game in this series. I'm actually pretty happy about that. Nice victory here. Broken Alliance with 14 kills against 9. They go for core and they will take it. The 5-man wipe secures the victory, and Broken Alliance forces map number 5 in this series in Division S North America. Game on, ladies! The final map in the best of 5 series. They are going all the distance here today. Battlefield of Eternity is the map, and here we go. Untitled on Hanzo this time. We have Valamar on Imperius, Dirac on Muradin, so a bit of a stunt chain going for them already, with Malfurion chipping in with the root, Legacy playing the support, CPX on Li Ming, again on the mage. Whereas on the right side of the map, we have good old Uther back to business. Yes, our offlaner is here. Uther played by John, Jet on Sylvanas, Mason Blaze on Greymane. So Sylvanas, Greymane for Immortal Control. Hibiko and Johanna, and Shredded is playing Anna. Yeah, let's go. It's going to be a wild one. Double setup at the top. Uther not alone, Greymane with him. Immortal damage is actually pretty neat here. Now, of course, with the newly changed talent, we now have Muradin on the Dwarf block as his level 1 choice. That's usually gonna receive some synergy on level 7 then later. We'll see if it comes to that. But yeah, Muradin just in general, together with Imperius, can lock down targets for quite some time if they sync their stuns properly. And of course, Malfurion with the root is helping out too. And that's exactly the setup that we're seeing here. Sylvanas is jumping out, so that's totally fine. But you can already tell what's going to come later. Okay, over here, Unaverted needs to be careful against Mason Blaze. But yeah, the 2-man up at the top are now getting some company here. Hanzo is in right now. So, final map. We've seen a wild series, honestly. Like a really, really wild one so far, with a couple of very interesting turnarounds. Core attempts that backfired a little bit, and a lot of other stuff. But it all comes down to a single map, to Battlefield of Eternity. We have one of the teams will walk away with the victory in their last match before we're heading into the playoffs soon enough. Level 1 talent, by the way, Force Armor, is already there for CPX. Mena actually joined the stream the other day, and he had very strong words for a couple of the Li Ming builds that he's seen there. And he immediately said, like, Force Armor, what is this shit? If you know how to position with a hero, you don't need that ever. So yeah, he wasn't really too happy with what's happening here in his absence on one of his most favorite heroes. But Uther, in the meantime, with his level 1 talent, the Hammer of the Lightbringer, has 16, 17 stacks here, hammering away, happily. And down here, it's just full-on aggression. I mean, damn. Both of the teams are actually starting to really bring the damage. Of course, you have to be careful with the rotation from the top, as Greymane is the one to move back down. And as they are looking for the kill, which they might even get, Greymane comes in to put the pressure onto Malfurion, and the old man goes down. Malfurion the first victim in this battle. I would, of course, love to get a bit more, but D-Rag hammers the Stormbolt out. It's hammer time, baby! And he's able to get the, well, another stack together, sitting at 6 now for his baseline. So, now that the camps are soon going to be claimed, I would assume on both sides. I mean, right now the red team is a bit more busy down at the bottom of the map here, but eventually they're going to make their way to the Shaman camp, as we can see right now from Greymane. We're going to have the lanes being pushed out as the first Immortal spawns. That's going to be the one. And also, let's not forget that on level 4 we have Sledgehammer, which is always kind of interesting if you have Sledgehammer without the level 1 talent, because normally you want to really stack up the damage even more so through your level 1 and then just have super strong Stormbolts against Immortal and structures in the late game. But since Murding has changed slightly and they're trying to capitalize on those changes, we have a bit of a different setup for him right now. Stormbolt attempt here already, once again, a bit of a lead for the red team on the Immortal, and of course both of the lanes are now getting pushed. The difference is that at the bottom of the map we have a Khaldor camp counter-pushing against the Shaman camp, so that buys them a bit more time. There's the stun setup that I've been talking about earlier though, and that's the kill. Mirrodin and Imperius working together, the follow-up, the kill, and that's the opportunity now to go for the Immortal and lock down the first one for themselves. Perfect Gems doing their thing. As Greymane has to be careful at the bottom of the map. Mirrodin came in again. 11 stacks, by the way, now. Capitalizing on the fact, of course, that you can get extra stacks when you get the follow-up kill. A bit of a zoning Stormbolt here. As he attempts to go for Ana. But especially after level 7, they can make some deeper jump commitments with Mirrodin. And it's going to come down to a race. And let's not forget that with Sylvanas and Greymane, there's a lot of race potential for Broken Alliance here. I mean, they're murdering this thing. No matter who wins it, it's not going to be a strong one in any way. But Perfect Gems at least get it. So the shield is more or less non-existent. Has 1,000 points on the shield, 1,400 or something. But they can still at least break through the wall. I mean, it's always a bit of a question. If you can maybe even get a kill, some kind of setup, you might be able to push it a little bit farther than that. An early level 7 sometimes helps, but both teams claim it at the same time. But breaking through the wall should be what you at least are going to do here. So now we have the heavy impact in. Of course, also the level 7 for Li Ming, which is going to allow them a bit more pressure. Stormbolt misses again. Unfortunate. Could have maybe put some pressure onto Johanna here. But as the Immortal is about to be eliminated, they, as promised, get at least the wall. Mirrodin jumps in, gets the slow, root follow-up, damage is connecting, but it's not enough, and the Dwarf in trouble. Dwarf down, and Legacy is on the run. Birdman dead again. Yep, there we go. So, Malfurion is dead again, and that is 3 kills against 1. A leading experience for Broken Alliance Gaming. They haven't won the objective, but they were definitely able to do a lot of work here and also collect another camp. So they're half a level ahead. And they're actually in a pretty decent spot considering the situation. So we'll see how much this is getting driven onto the lane here, but it seems like they can at least take that tower down if they will commit a little bit further. But now with Mirrodin and Imperius moving in, they don't really want to. Johanna is the one to move in. There's the connect, but Iron Skin is of course ready. But boy, do they have some explosive setups now. If you get that stun connected the entire time and then Li Ming comes in with a combo, that could be an instant kill. And let's not forget that after level 10, we are likely, since this is North America, going to see not only the Twilight Dream, which adds more, but also Hanzo's Arrow. That's a big one. Ah, there's another attempt. Nibbing at the heels of Johanna. Cubico the entire time has to be super careful. I mean, he is really just being used as a bit of a punching ball here. Hit after hit is coming in for them. 1 kill against 3. Camps now again. Soon going to be claimed. Another 30 seconds on this. Actually, they can't go for the camp here. At the top, Mirrodin is jumping in again. Right into the fort, I might add. Okay. I mean, Mirrodin just committed Sudoku right here. So with him committing Subaru, it seems like they are going to be down a hero for pretty much the entirety of the Immortal fight, until the halftime show at least. I mean, he literally jumped into the fort. And there was not really a lot of follow-up. There was like 1 minion that was soaking a few tower shots, but that didn't really last a long time. So that was awkward to say the least. But yep, there we go. There's a halftime show already taken. Yeah, level 10 abilities are now there too. And that's an easy one. I mean, I honestly don't know what to say. They don't have level 10 either. They're close to grabbing it, but Mirrodin jumps in without it. That's ballsy. Blessed Shield in the back line. Trying to destroy the follow-up. But they should easily be able to poke this one down. They're falling back, trying to tap the fountain quickly before they re-engage into the fight. But with the lead that they have, Mirrodin, oh my god, please don't do it. Mirrodin is holding back his level 10. Guys, no. No! He goes for it. It is Playmaker time. And Anna dies, but so does Hanzo. Anna down, and here we go. Nano boosted Johanna. Yeah, Johanna is definitely a bit boosted. So there's the kill as Malfurion is able to connect the final damage point. But we have Haymaker. If you want to go for Anna, and that's the play, then that's definitely something you can pull off. Divine Shield, by the way, for Uther. But they can still go for this one. Nobody's protecting it, so they can easily jump in. And that's that. Still, 2 kills against them. Okay, going for the camp now. Have to then move down to the bottom of the map quickly to capitalize on this and especially bring Sylvanas into a good spot. But this is going to be a weird one. Mirrodin was already super aggressive with his jumps. Once he has a 16, he's of course going to also look at a longer jump range here. Immortal is already down. Yeah, there's the follow-up. The stun. Blessed Shield missed again. It could have been an easy kill, honestly, against Mirrodin. If the Blessed Shield connected too, but it didn't. So now the poke against the Immortal is dropping the shield quickly. But they also take the wall down, and Imperius is just now starting to rotate from the top lane after he initially at least started to stop the minion waves. With Sylvanas now trying to disable that fort. It should be a control on the top lane that they're grabbing here. Okay, Johanna a bit far in, and bam! Fort is down, and off we go. Tranquility, by the way. No Twilight Twin. Went for the European variation. A lot more popular, Tranquility, in Europe than it is in North America, and the sustain is there. Especially Mirrodin needs, of course, a little bit of it, considering the situation. And that little dwarf is just hopping around the entire time. Hoppity hop, little dwarf. Hop, hop, hop. Oh, arrow! Yeah, but Malfurion already had the root out, so the only stun that they have left is Imperius, but that's enough! Anna goes down. Follow-up attempt against Uther, and both of the supports are dead. Uther down, Anna down, 5 kills against 5 in the attempt to go through the top. Still a little bit of B-stepping here. And they're starting to jump straight towards the top lane. Another camp can be taken by Hanzo. He's already at it. The 13 talents will follow soon. For now we have 31,000 damage for Li Ming. Doing extremely well here, I might add. CPX gets good damage out. And it's a wild one. Again, it's game 5 and they are tied in kills. And it's looking like a pretty even game. Couple of Mimi moves the entire time here. Especially D-Rag is hyper-aggressive right now, which isn't necessarily bad. Just choo-chooing it around here. Pain Train is coming, baby, and whenever the Haymaker is ready, Anna needs to be careful. There's a Divine Shield on Uther, but if she's out of range, that doesn't really help you a whole lot. Bot lane, Imperius has collected level 13 for his team, which gives us also now the Thunderstrike. More damage. No passive talents at all. I mean, nothing. Like, really nothing. No Bronzebeard Rage, no healing static. We're not going to see anything on level 16 either. So he's fully on board right now with just playing aggressive, trying to prevent kill opportunities for the team, moving in, getting the Haymaker ready, Stormbolt, follow-up from Malfurion, from Imperius, and getting the aggression in. Up at the top, there's already our little setup here. And here we go. I mean, again, the newly changed talent level 1 gives him something, but boy, did they just get wrecked here. Double kill against Malfurion and against Mirrodin. The M&M is down, and Li Ming is dead too. So after the last fight and victory for Perfect Gems, Broken Alliance came in and said, you know what, boys, we can win fights too. We're going to show you how. That's a double camp now at the bottom of the map. Honestly, with Sylvanas, I think it might have been advantageous for him to push this. Immortal, yes, you kind of want to get it. But with a double camp already in position and Sylvanas, I think there's an argument to be made that they should have just pushed through the bot lane. It's a bit of a toss-up. I mean, again, on the one side, you definitely want to go for the Immortal. And you get a free halftime show because he killed 3 heroes. But I think they could have done a lot of damage at the bottom of the map. So there's that. I mean, let's see. For now, we're still looking at level 14, so there's only level 13 talents in. Nobody's going to get level 16 anytime soon. There's a little bit of pressure at the bottom. Yeah, Hanzo needs to be very careful. Ooh, if he runs into that Uther stun, then he is toast. That unaverted moved away. So there's no damage. Greymane is now at the bottom of the map. There's a camp pushing, not camp, mini wave pushing at the top. Not threatening the fort just yet, but it's only a halftime show advantage that we currently have for them. So here we go. Camps are slowly taken. Still the defense sitting tight. Muradin already looking for the jump, especially against Ana if he can get it. Let's slow down a little bit. Early Iron Skin. Very early Iron Skin. Nice setup. They're going for him. They're going for the dwarf. They're going for Muradin. And Greymane takes him down. Nano boosted Johanna again as they're trying to go for the follow-up kill. And they are already jumping onto Imperius. Malfurion also gets chased a bit. And Imperius is going to fall. Bam! 10 kills against 5 right here. And now they have the opportunity to go for the objective. Yeah, again, Muradin with his jump, he has the block. He has this against the physical damage from Greymane, but it's just simply not enough in these situations. Great combo against Uther, but Ana is there. Immediately heals him up again. CPX jumps in, wants the kill with Calamity, doesn't get it, misses it, and that's a kill against Li Ming now. They are desperate at this point, and you can't really blame them. Another potential kill against Hanzo, but he's able to get out after Malfurion saves his ass. 11 kills against 5, but level 16 talents are now ready for Broken Alliance Gaming, which gives us Benediction, the Will of the Forsaken. A lot of good sustainable tools for them now. And they're starting to move through the top with an easy drop against the fort. That one doesn't stand a chance, not a prayer. And the question is simply, can they take the keep, yes or no? That's the only question that we have to ask right now. Right now, 4 kills against Muradin. 14,000 damage for him. He wants Ana. If he can Haymaker Ana, they can definitely make a bit of a play. But that Divine Shield cannot only save Ana if she's moved in. If Greymane gets aggressive stance against the team and jumps in with the Divine Shield, then he is just going to rip through them. Go for the throat value against that squishy backline. Here comes the poke again against the Immortal. The fort, of course, long gone. The wall also annihilated. Shields are still active. Immortal attacking from a distance for a little bit longer. They're locking down the dwarf again, and he's just dead. Yeah, he's getting his ass kicked in this game right now. And Greymane is at this point on the keep. Guys, if they get another kill, they can theoretically even go for the core. They're already starting to fall back a little bit here, but they of course still look. And they get Hanzo! They get Hanzo, there's the Divine Shield, and they're starting to move in. They're going for it. They might not be able to take it down completely, it depends a bit, but still, damn, they are doing a lot of work. And as long as Greymane can get those auto attacks connected, it's going to be fantastic for them. The core is already falling, the shield is gone, the Immortal is still sitting at roughly 15%. There goes Uther, there goes Sylvanas, but the core is about to be taken down too. The victory for Broken Alliance Gaming against Perfect Gems as they lock in the W on map number 5. GG, and well played.
Hey everybody, thank you very much for watching the video today. I hope that you guys had some fun with the coverage here. If you want to support me and my work, you can do so now for absolutely free, thanks to your continued partnership with Raid throughout the entire month of March. And I would really appreciate if you could just take a couple of minutes, jump down in the YouTube description, check the link out, download the game, and play through the 20-second tutorial that ends with the dragon fight. And if you do that, you support me directly, it would help me a lot, and I would really appreciate if you could take a few minutes to do that and support the channel here. Either way, I hope that you guys had a good day today, and see you guys soon on the channel here with more esports coverage on Khaldor TV. Bye bye.